just blocking in the shapes and the colours of where I was going to be working. And then I came back in, as you traditionally do with acrylics, and I started with the sky. So I'm going between the layers of doing the blue, and then I came back in and worked on the clouds, and then I worked on the blue and just made it as fluffy as I could. The clouds were just really light and bright and summery, and it was really, really nice. So just working my way through this. And then when I got the sky to how I wanted it, I went to working into the distance. Back here I didn't want to put too much detail, it was just about giving an impression of the hillside. It's quite a good distant view from where I was sitting, and I was just trying to build that up but with very little colour, because I wanted it to fade away into the background from where I was going to work later on. Trying to give the impression of some of the blocks of trees and some of the fields. You have these stands of pine up there which are absolutely gorgeous. Just starting on the impression of the fields in the distance too. As I move across, I'm just building up the layers, building up the texture of the paint as I go across the picture. I'm using a acrylic paper. It's the SAA's acrylic practice paper. I really like the texture of it for working on. I think practice is a misnomer. I think it's a really nice paper to work on. So building my layers, and I'm brightening the colours as I come forward across the fields. They're still very spring-like colours, so the greens are quite sort of yellowish in tone, quite fresh, which was nice. This was painted, it was in end of May time, so the gorse was still out. It was lovely. It was a nice bright day. And it was a very breezy day, as you can probably tell. So just coming across. The paint I'm using here is Atelier Interactive paint. The interactive part of it, it's an open acrylic, which means it dries slower than your traditional acrylic paint. And for painting outdoors particularly, that's quite a useful property to have.